Are you married to a controlling wife? Let's find out right now. Check if your wife is showing any of the following signs. The first sign of a controlling wife is when she insults your deepest held values, or at least she bullies you into accepting her values. The second sign is when you're always guilty until proven innocent, instead of the other way around. Sign number 3 of a controlling wife is this: when she gets upset or emotional whenever you get some alone time. Sign number 4 is when she forces you to choose between her and your friends. The fifth sign is when she keeps bringing up your past mistakes, even if you've apologized for them over and over in the past. The sixth sign of a controlling wife is when she threatens to leave you or withhold perks like sex. Sign number 7 is when she doesn't respect your privacy. If she snoops on your phone and laptop, that's a bad sign. Sign number 8 is when she always makes you feel like you owe her, like you're forever paying off some mysterious debt to her. The ninth sign is when she outlasts you in arguments, that even when she's wrong, she just argues so long and hard that you give up and give in to her. And lastly, the 10th sign of a controlling wife is when she throws fits over the tiniest issues. There you have it, 10 signs of a controlling wife. How many signs is your wife showing? If she's showing 3 or more signs, then yes, she's controlling you. And I'm willing to bet that you're only letting her control you for 2 reasons. 1, either you're afraid she'll leave you, or 2, you're afraid she might tell everyone you're a terrible husband. Or both. But here's a fair warning. If you keep letting your wife control you, then she will leave you eventually anyway. And she'll ruin your reputation anyway. In other words, by not doing anything about her controlling attitude, you're just delaying the inevitable. So let's break out of that death sentence, shall we? This video will show you how to deal with a controlling wife. In fact, it's the only way to deal with a controlling wife. And it all starts with knowing why your wife is controlling you, and why complying with her will only make things worse. Before we get to the good stuff, give this video a like because I'll show you how to deal with a controlling wife right after you do. Go ahead and click like now because I'll wait for you. Done? Excellent. Now let's get started. So why exactly is your wife controlling you? Here's why. Every relationship needs a leader. And your wife might never say it out loud, but she, and every healthy woman in the world, wants her man to be the leader. Women don't want to be the leader of their relationships. Instead, they subconsciously desire the leadership of a strong, dominant man. Here's the problem. To your wife, you're not that man. You're not the leader, or at least you're not acting like it. But the relationship still needs a leader, and so she assumes the role instead. And guess what? She hates it, just as anyone would hate being forced into an unnatural role. And the longer she stays in a relationship with you, the longer she sees you as a weak, incapable man, the more she hates you. And so she tries to push you around, hoping you'll man up and do your job. That's why she's controlling. Not only is she doing your job, but she's also trying to wake you up. Well, let's not disappoint her, right? If you want your wife to stop controlling you, and if you want her to be happy, then make no mistake. You must dominate the relationship, and you must dominate her. And you're about to learn the best way how. I'm about to teach you a technique called the Hostile Takeover. If you want to save your marriage, then the Hostile Takeover technique is the best chance you'll ever get. Before I show you how it works, I need another quick favor. If you like what you've learned in this video so far, and if you're excited to learn the Hostile Takeover technique, then subscribe to this channel because I'll tell you all about the Hostile Takeover technique right after you do. Also, once you've subscribed, you'll get all my future techniques before anyone else outside my channel. So here's what to do right now. Go ahead and click the subscribe button now because I'll wait here. Have you subscribed? Awesome. Now let me tell you all about the Hostile Takeover technique. The Hostile Takeover technique was developed by my friend and mentor, Derek Rake. In case you've never heard of Derek before, he's the only dating coach in the world who teaches mind control science. Not pickup artist tricks, not politically correct dating advice, but actual mind control. And the Hostile Takeover is one of Derek's more powerful techniques. The Hostile Takeover technique works by wresting control over the relationship from your wife, but not directly because that might end your marriage outright. Instead, you do it indirectly, starting with purposely not complying with your wife. Or at least, you comply with her only on your terms. For instance, If she demands you stay home instead of meet your friends, you can either A. Ignore her and go meet the fellas anyway, or B. You can tell her, oh yeah, I'll stay home after I come back. See you later. Either way, you prioritize your own happiness over her unreasonable demands. Here's another example. Let's say, to teach you a lesson, she refuses to have sex with you. You don't get mad and you don't sulk. Instead, you simply disappear for a few days. You go anywhere you want and do whatever you want, but for those 2 days, you do not get in touch with her. Even if she calls or texts you, you don't reply. You put the phone down and enjoy your few days off. And then, when she's calmed down enough to apologize or beg you home, you calmly come home. And when she demands an explanation, you simply tell her, I needed some alone time, and don't elaborate any further. Just go back to your daily grind. Do it correctly, she'll think twice about withholding sex from you again. One last example. When you make a big decision regarding your marriage, and she supports you, then you reward her for it, give her affection, spoil her, etc. In other words, if she behaves in a way you approve of, reward her for it, encourage it. You're quietly, indirectly showing your wife that you won't be controlled, and that if she wants you to stay, she has to submit to you and support you. And that is how you deal with a controlling wife, with a hostile takeover. By establishing yourself as the leader and overcoming every single objection she'll throw your way, then she'll naturally settle into her supporter role. She'll be much, much happier, and so will you. Now, here's the thing about the hostile takeover. As powerful as it is, it's not the most powerful mind control technique of all. That title belongs to Fractionation. What's fractionation? Well, fractionation is the art and science of making a woman feel emotionally addicted to you. And fractionation does this by putting her on emotional roller coasters, rapid, intensifying cycles of emotional highs and lows. Sound familiar? The hostile takeover technique puts your woman on a similar emotional thrill ride. Instead of just pleasing your woman, which started your problem in the first place, you only please her if she behaves in ways you approve of. But when she acts out of line, you punish her by putting her through an emotional low. The result? She gets shocked out of her bad attitude, and she gets forced into accepting your rule or risk losing you. Here's the bottom line. If you want to know how to deal with a controlling wife and do it the right way, then fractionation is the way to go. Now, here's the kicker. Some people might think this is evil behavior. But think about it. You're doing it to save your relationship. And you're doing it to make her happier and more satisfied than ever. Is that evil? I don't think so. I think it's the best thing you could ever do for your wife and your marriage. Wouldn't you agree? If you feel the same way, then you're in luck, because I have something special lined up for you. In just a moment, a link will come up inside this video. That link will take you to an exclusive online masterclass on mind control, which will teach you everything you need to know about fractionation. Your host for this online masterclass is the master himself, Derek Rake. If you want your wife to stop controlling you, and if you want to assume your rightful position as the leader of your marriage and family, then you absolutely must watch this masterclass. Go ahead, click the link and join Derek's online masterclass on mind control now. Do it.